So I reiterate my motion. With the reading of the proposed agenda by the Deputy Chief Clerk and the Acting Chief Clerk, I move, if I can receive a second, that the agenda be received and accepted and used as an instrument for our today's session.
Yeah, I didn't move to the second then, and the agenda to use all these words. Are you ready to vote?
Ready.
I'm ready. For the first prayer for both parties.
The Honorable Speaker, Honorable Presiding, distinguished colleagues. The agenda is an instrument that we're going to adopt after resolving the right. We are talking about correction. We do not have a month. Tuesday is not a month in our calendar.
Yeah,
We have a Tuesday 26, 2024.
it's a
So
tablet.
if that can be corrected, or we wait before.
Look to the top. Yes. Thank you.
Removing.
Yes, I think that was just a typographical error, so I should have said.
Thank you.
The amendment made, are you all ready to vote? All those in favor say yea? The yea have it.
Yeah. Okay.
Call for petition.
There is no petition, Honorable Speaker.
Call for special committee report.
No special committee report.
Call for standing committee's report.
No standing committee report.
Call for bill motion and resolution.
No bill, no motion, no resolution.
Business of speaker's desk.
Yes. Communication from the Liberian Senate. November 19, 2024. Honorable Speaker and members, Honorable House of Representatives in section, Capitol Building, Capitol Hill, Monrovia, Liberia. Honorable Speaker and members, I have the honor to present my compliments and by directive of the Senate in section, forward here to attached Senate's engrossed bills number 1 and 2 entitled An Act Amending the Maritime Law and Restating, quote unquote, an act to create an independent seaports and inland ports regulatory authority to provide for the regulation and sustainable development of seaports and inland ports operations and services in Liberia. To facilitate a safer, orderly, and transparent development of port facilities and services, and for any other purpose incidental thereto, and to create the Liberia Sea and Inland Ports Regulatory Agency Act of 2024. Quote unquote, the Liberia Sea and Inland Ports Decentralization and Modernization. The above mentioned legislations were passed by the Senate on Tuesday, November 19, 2024, at the hour of 12:48 and 12:50 GMT respectively, thus seeking your timely concurrence. Please accept, Honorable Speaker and members, the renewed assurances of my highest consideration and esteem. Kind regards, sincerely, J. Namlo Singwe, Secretary of the Senate. Honorable Presiding Officer, Co-Presiding Officer, distinguished honorable ladies and gentlemen, that is the reading of a communication from the Liberia Senate submitting 2 bills for your concurrence. and the first reading of the two bills. Thank you, sir.
Honorable President, fellow colleagues, what's your will and pleasure as it relates to the communication from the Senate? Honorable Gideon.
Honorable Speaker, Presiding Officer, Honorable Co-Presiding Distinguished colleagues. With the reading of the draft bill number 1 on the Senate, asking for an amendment to the maritime law and restricting an act to create an independent seaport and import. I move, and if I can obtain a second, that this draft bill be received and sent to the following committee to report in 2 weeks. The committees are as follows: Committee on Maritime, Committee on the Judiciary, and the Committee on Ways, Means, and Finance. I so move.
With the motion made and seconded, are you ready to vote?
Ready.
I'm ready. We now move for Lima County.
Honorable Speaker, Honorable Reggie Nangaku, Honorable Co-Presiding, distinguished colleagues, I will be ready to vote if the movement can make this amendment to include the following committees: the Committee on SOE, concern this borders around public administration, the Committee on Education and Public Administration.
For the movement.
Respectfully, owing to the fact that this honorable gentleman from Lima who have flattened the curve that within a short period of time with me in legislative politics, please permit me to humbly reject.
Correct from Melly 4.
Honorable Presiding, Co-Presiding, distinguished colleagues. To the movement, I'll be ready to vote were you to accept the Committee on State-Owned Enterprises to be included, and with the Committee on Maritime be the lead committee.
So I will accept one and reject one. I will accept that the Committee on Maritime be the lead committee.
Are you ready to vote? I see Honorable Bench from Rabasa County.
Honorable Speaker, Co-Presiding, fellow colleagues, I rise to ask that a simple amendment, if it would be accepted, of transport. Add transport.
Yeah, everything.
So I saw reject.
Honorable colleague, are you ready to vote? All those in favor say yea. Those against, no. The vote is carried. Honorable Deputy Chief Clerk, please act accordingly.
Yes, sir.
Next.
A writ from the Supreme Court.
Before that, please, let me just set a copy. Before we come up to read the read, let me just set a copy. Our colleagues out there that we've suspended. We noted that they are still intruding within the facility of the Capitol building. We want to send a caveat to them that they should understand that plenary took a decision to suspend them. And according to plenary decision, they should not be seen anywhere around the premises. And we noted that there are still causing chaos in the facility. Let them be warned that if they go back to re-amend or a decision, it will be deadly for them. It's just a caveat to those members that are suspended. Marvin Cole, Abu Kamara, and Ever Papi Flemo. Please be warned. Thank you.
Mr. Presiding, co-presiding for this. Mr. Presiding, my observation is there are two bills from the Nigerian Senate. One has been decided on already, and according to our rules, no two bills can carry one motion. So having observed that, if I were given the permission.
Well, can the cabinet chief clerk read it? All of you. Did you read it together?
All two were, yes.
Okay, because the non motion should be taken on the second bill. So please go ahead, Honorable Gentleman from Makidi.
Mr. Presiding, and that's why I'm asking.
He made a correction according to the rule, no two bills can pass together. So I think we need to make a correction right away.
I read the captions of the bill.
Okay, please read the second bill, please.
Please give me.
After you speak, give us at least 2 minutes and then read the book. And you're going to take the motion.
The Liberia Sea and Inland Post Decentralization and Modernization Act. An act amending Chapter 6 of the Republic of Liberia of the Public Authorities Law creating the National Port Authority. Honorable Presiding Officer, Co-presiding officer, distinguished honorable ladies and gentlemen, that was a coverage letter that was read, transmitting the two communications. It's not that it carries two captions. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Deputy Chief Clerk. Honorable colleagues, will be a reading of the second bill. What is your will and pleasure? Number 40. I recognize number 40, please. For the family.
Mr. Speaker, co-presiding, distinguished colleagues, after listening to the reading of the second bill, sent from the Senate, covered by the lower house, if I can obtain a second, that bill is sent to the Committee on Ways and Means and the Committee on Judiciary. The Maritime will play the lead. And they said Joint Committee will report in 2 weeks to ensure that proper decision can be taken.
Honorable, are you moving and seconded that the bill be sent to the representative committee as named by the movement? What is your will and pleasure?
No, are you ready?
Honorable Margaret Thomas.
Mr. Speaker, co-presiding and fellow colleagues, while on my feet, and considering the nature of this bill, if you want me to read my vision, Liberia Sea and Inland Post Decentralization and Modernization. With that, I want to if the movement can accept this amendment, we can please add the committee on modernization.
From the people, an experience of the legislative. Having listened to him and the wisdom he said on willingness heart, taking into consideration the importance of the House of Representatives in particular, I respectfully begin.
All for the amendment, yea, are you already opposed? All those in favor say yea. Against? All the votes to be agreed and accordingly.
Yes, sir.
Next.
A writ from the Supreme Court. In the Honorable Supreme Court of the Republic of Liberia, October 10, AD 2024. Present 10, October 10, AD 2024. Present or Honor Siana G. Yor, Chief Justice, or Honor James Etta H. Wolokoli, Associate Justice, His Honor Yusuf D. Kaba, Associate Justice, His Honor Yami Kwekwe Bese Senior, Associate Justice, or Honor Sana D. Clayton Johnson, Associate Justice. The constitutionality of certain actions taken by some members of the House of Representatives of the 55th Legislature. In reference, Republic of Liberia, to Brigadier General Amos B. Kese Dixon, Senior, Marshal, Supreme Court of Liberia, or his deputy, Morovia. Greetings. You are hereby commanded to notify the Ministry of Justice, Attorney General, to appear and file returns on the side of the law before the full bench of the Honorable Supreme Court of the Republic of Liberia, Temple of Justice, on Tuesday, November 26, 2024, at the hour of 9 a.m. as to whether or not the petitioner's petition should be granted. You will also notify to also file their returns. You are further commanded to instruct the Minister of Justice and the referenced members of the House of Representatives to file their official returns to this writ in the office of the clerk of this honorable court on or before the said 26th day of November AD 2024, and have the members of the House of Representatives to return to status quo ante and stay all further proceedings or actions pending the determination of the matters, and to read to them the original and leave a copy of the writ with them. And as to when and how you should have served this writ, you will make known by filing your official returns hereto on the back of the original copy in the office of the clerk of this honorable court on or before the said 26th day of November AD 2024. And for so doing, this shall constitute your legal and sufficient authority, giving honor my hand and seal of the Honorable Supreme Court of the Republic of Liberia, this 22nd day of November AD 2024. Councillor Saint Mamulu, Clerk, Supreme Court of Liberia. The constitutionality of certain actions taken by some members of the House of Representatives of the 55th Legislature, Republic of Liberia, to Brigadier General Amos B. Kessler Dixon, Sr., Marshal Supreme Court of Liberia, or his deputy, Monrovia. You are hereby commanded to notify the parties in the above entitled case of action or the legal representatives that the Honorable Supreme Court of the Republic of Liberia will hear argument in said case on the 27th day of November AD 2024 at the hour of 11 o'clock a.m. and that they are subject to be present for same. The parties are instructed to file brief on or before Tuesday, November 26, 2024 at the hour of 3 p.m. and have you there this notice of assignment, giving honor my hand and seal of the Honorable Supreme Court this 22nd day of November AD 2024. Councillor Saint Mamulu, Clerk, Supreme Court, Republic of Liberia. Councillor James E. Pierre, Arthur T. Johnson for petitioner. Councillor N. Oswald Tue for Ministry of Justice. Some members of the House of Representatives. Reference. Representative Jason W. Seward of the House of Representatives of the 55th Legislature of the City of Monrovia, Montserrado County, Republic of Liberia, petitioner. Versa, the Honorable House of Representatives, represented by the Speaker of the House of Representatives, Honorable J. Fonati Kofa, Deputy Speaker of the House of Representatives, Honorable Thomas P. Fowler, and other representatives acting under them. The Chief Clerk of the House of Representatives of the 55th Legislature or her designee of the City of Monrovia, Montserrado County, Republic of Liberia, respondent. Petition. The petitioner, in the above entitled cause of action, comes and must respectfully submit and praise your honor to grant the issuance of the alternative writ of prohibition to restrain and prohibit the co-respondent majority bloc from exercising functions ascribed to the plenary of the House of Representatives of the 55th Legislature and restore the petitioner, Representative Jason W. Seward, to his position as chairman of the Ways, Means, and Finance Committee of the House of Representatives of the 55th Legislature, and says the following to wit. 1. And because petitioner submits and says that he is guaranteed his inviolable rights of freedom of thought, freedom of speech, and freedom of conscience under the 1986 Constitution of Liberia, which shall be secured in his presence from unreasonable exercise of powers.
Please be generous.
Unreasonable exercise of the powers of government agencies, the right to a public trial and to confront his accusers, his right to have any administrative and legislative decision promptly inquired into by the judiciary branch of government, his right not to be deprived of life or liberty or property, but by, quote unquote, the law of the land, the organic law, which years before it condemns, protocols upon inquiry and renders judgment only after trial. It is a maxim of law that states, like the symbol of justice, like the blindfolded goddess who holds the scale of justice in one hand and swear in another, declaring for justice be done to all. let justice be done to all. 2. And also, because petitioner submit and say that he is lawmaker who was duly elected to the House of Representatives of the 55th Legislature on October 10, 2024, and subsequently appointed by the Honorable Speaker to the position of Chairman of the Ways, Means and Finance Committee, Representative Jason W. Sibo of the Mosurata County's Electoral District number 16 of the House of Representatives of the 55th Legislature of the Republic of Liberia. 3. And also, because on Tuesday, November 19, 2024, the petitioner submits that the co-respondent acting as the majority bloc in one of its meetings held at the joint chamber at the Capitol, presided over by the Deputy Speaker, Honorable Thomas P. Fada, arbitrarily and unconstitutionally and without color of right, removed the petitioner from the Ways, Means and Finance Committee, thus announcing the illegal removal of the petitioner from the said essential committee. The Deputy Speaker declared the petitioner's position nullified and ordered the Ministry of Finance and other relevant government agencies not to transact business with the petitioner. More than this, the Deputy Chief Clerk is to inform the Controller of the House of Representatives not to honor the signature specimen of the petitioner pending the appointment of new acting leadership of the Ways, Means and Finance Committee, amongst other things. Thus, he said information was published in the print media by Front Page Africa newspaper on Wednesday, November 2024, and especially so the Daily Observer newspaper on the banner headline, quote unquote, majority bloc fletches numerical strength, subdue profiles, confidence, reconstitutes key committees, as an more fully be seen from copies of said publication here to annexed and marked Exhibit P1 in Bloc, forming a concept, a cogent part of this petition. 4. And also because further as to count 3 above, the petitioner submits that he is without any complaint that was filed with the plenary of the House of Representatives on the gavel of the Speaker of the House of Representatives, nor the Committee on Rules Orders. Notwithstanding, the petitioner submits that assuming without admitting a complaint was filed with the plenary of the House of Representatives, the said complaint was not submitted to the Committee on Rules and Orders as coached in the standing rules of the House of Representatives, nor did said committee conduct any investigation for which a final decision was rendered against him, petitioner. The petitioner says that the quote unquote the Speaker of the House of Representatives shall refer the matter to the Committee on Rules and Orders. The House, after examining the report and recommendations submitted, shall render its decision, and the decision is final. See Rule 48.4 of the Standing Rules of the House of Representatives. Attached is a copy of the said Standing Rules here to mark Exhibit P. 5. And also because follow as to counts 3 above and 4 above, the petitioner submits that the co-respondent majority bloc's actions violate Rule 48.5 of the House of Representatives, which also implies A, that no member shall be sanctioned, suspended, or removed from their position without prior notice of the charge against them.
Honorable Court decided, second part. inquiry on the inquiry. Honorable Speaker College, I will want to have an inquiry into the rate being read from Honorable Civil. I will want to know from the Secretariat whether said rate was received by them. If it was received, then we can go ahead and act. If they are not received, I think it's something else.
Chief Clerk, can you respond to the gentleman?
If you could tell us that rate,
Omokole, please allow the Deputy Chief Clerk to respond. Let the Deputy Chief Clerk.
Honorable, can you please repeat your inquiry?
Did you receive a rate on behalf of a receiver from the Supreme Court?
Well, to answer directly, no, I did not receive a rate. But this morning, this rate was turned over to me by the chairman on rules, order, and administration.
This morning?
Yes, we were asked to have it on the agenda this morning. So we have to receive it.
Yeah, inquiry on Johnson. Can we allow the information to come to first? Johnson.
Fellow police, I think that is straight about the issue. There was an error from the dispatcher from the so there were 2 reasons. One was already in order. That was a great prey on the unconstitutionality of the actions taken by members of the jury administration, which has members of plenary, which has to do with the dissolution of committees, the reconstitution of committees, and also the election of the speaker, removal and election of the speaker. But then the cover of that weight carries a great prayer for by the previous speaker with the attachment, the environment that carries civil weight that are not in order. So the top carries on the profile great prayer for the environment carries on civil weight that has not been ordered. So on the basis of that, because of expediency, the civil procedure law provides for computation of time. So if we had not accepted it means that the deed would not be in time for filing. So on the basis of that, it was accepted, and then the original copy of the rate of the Supreme Court was in order from the master and official. So officially, civil rate is that for us. So the rate that we have provided all of the documentation and our submission to is the rate proof of over common. Just to correct that.
According to the estimation given by veteran Councilor Michael Thomas, what is a winning pleasure? What's the way forward? Omokole, please. Omokole.
Honorable Speaker, Chairman of the Executive and distinguished colleagues, having listened to Honorable Michael Thomas and Stu Antonia Law, and taking into consideration that the error just mentioned was raised by the lawyer and the clerk of the Honorable Supreme Court, currently placed the right rate to the clerk on Sunday morning, yesterday morning, and having filed the appropriate rate. I want to move, if I can get endorsement of the gavel, I want to move if I can get a endorsement of the gavel, I would want to move.
Go ahead, go ahead. Come on, motion. Go ahead.
Thank you, sir. Having received the endorsement of plenary distinguished police, I want to move that the rate received by the lawyer, Councilor Bani Henry Uto Sherman, that the returns are being filed this morning as early as 9 a.m. And we are currently preparing the briefs to be submitted today at 4 o'clock. And intelligence went around the court indicating that we might probably be conducting hearing or argument tomorrow, 11 a.m. into the former speaker rate. I said the rate is with the lawyer responding.
Go ahead, go ahead. All right.
On the basis of that, I would want to move, like I said, that the rate from the speaker has been prepared by our lawyer, being received by this flow, and the mistaken rate earlier sent, prayed for by our colleague, Honorable Destin Wabosipo, that has not been issued by Justice Wilson, but mistakenly or coincidentally got on the read against her, being not to appear before this players and be made that the speaker rate that we have, lawyer has former speaker rate, Speaker Kofa's former speaker of the 35th, Representative J. Fanati Kofa, Representative Grand Cook County District number 2 rate, pray for, which we are responding to, being seen as it is before us, and said discussion being open in said rate. If I can obtain a second.
With the legal motion and all of the amendments made, what is the word pleasure? From other Jews.
Let the record carry that when the deputy chief there read the preliminary rate, it was stated in the procedure how the rate should be set. And if the rate is set at the back of the rate, the return should show how the rate was set. And for the fact of the matter that we listened to a rate according to the motion, I was wrongly said, I will be ready to vote when the record to state as far as the discussion is concerned, there is no rate the voting happens. I'll be ready to vote the record of the hearing.
Honorable Speaker, Honorable Deputy Distinguished Police, to Abba Jones, it is a massive in law that if the defendant does not, the rate is not served on the defendant, and the lawyer is not in dispute, and the lawyer is recognized, said plea or rate can be served on your lawyer. Having said that our lawyer received the rate sergeant money has responded today at 9 a.m. and prepared pleading to be submitted at 4 o'clock p.m. At 2 o'clock p.m. I respectfully reject.
What is it? Are you ready to vote? All those in favor say yea. Those against. We now allow Councilor Michael Anthony Mark Thomas from District Number 4, representing District Number 4, Montreal County, to give a brief on the entire court proceeding. So Marga is not present until we allow Mukoga to give the brief. Mr. Presiding, co-presiding, colleagues, step at the quorum. Marga is here. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Marga Thomas is here. Marga Thomas is here.
Thank you, Mr. Presiding, co-presiding, fellow colleagues. The most into brief presentation as it relates to our proceedings into this matter. As you all are aware, there was an official complaint offered this plenary raising a lot of issues against the former speaker. Of course, they were read in plenary and there was taking motion offer and carry that a specialized committee set up to investigate the matter. And that motion also carried that the former speaker should officially refuse himself to writing, and the complaint should be served as a citation to the office of the speaker, and on the basis of that, he should subject himself to the investigation committee headed by 6 eminent members of the legislature. And on the basis of that, there were several citations written that was said and considered, return unserved, because the dispatcher or the question took a citation to the office of the speaker, and it was rejected, and there was a return report making by the dispatcher. We had a first report on return, of the great thing, the citation being delivered, but it was rejected. The second one was the appearance of the dispatcher in the office of the former speaker. And at that point, the former chair on Rules, Order and Administration took delivery of the citation that had the attachment of the complaint and also the official request. And then having received that documentation from the dispatcher, he told the dispatcher, wait for me, I'm going into the speaker office, I'm going to consult the speaker, former speaker, and then we will officially receive the rate. It is assumed that having received the rate from the dispatcher by the former, the citation, I just feel like having received the citation from the dispatcher, it is presumed that it was returned open, and also it was being photocopied, there was pictorial taken, and the rest of it as how we saw members of the minority Black posting the complaint and everything that was added. So it is assumed that by virtue of that, rate was being served. Because they received the citation, they opened it, they even took photos of it, they made photocopies of it, and Medical returned the citation, told the dispatcher and said the speaker is in a meeting with some guests and he has said he would have received it. The following day we had a conversation with the ECOWAS mediation team, and in that meeting it was made clear that even the speaker was in that meeting, former speaker was in that meeting, and he said, on the basis of this engagement, I will receive the rate. But my only plea, so he even made officially told the ECOWAS mediation team that he will receive the rate and he will officially recuse himself. He will receive the complaint, he will recuse himself through an official written communication, but his only plea to the ECOWAS mediation team that the investigation should not exceed 2 weeks. And there was an official report forwarded by this plenary to the ECOWAS mediation team stating that all of the requests that was being made by the former speaker as it relates to the complaint has already been endorsed by plenary because we passed a motion that was clear that the complaint should be officially communicated to the former speaker. A specialized committee be set up to investigate the matter, and also the speaker, former speaker, should recuse himself and that he should subject himself to the investigation. The only sticky issue we had was that he also requested that this majority member of the constitutional plenary to officially move to the chambers in the Chinese building for us to have a conversation. And we said plenary had not made any decision to that matter, and on the basis of that, we could not move to that chamber. So the committee went on honoring the request, the mandate of plenary. So having understood that the citation, we consider it received because by virtue of what I just explained, the deputy chief clerk was also instructed to also communicate the citation and the complaint officially through email and other means by virtue of our constitution and also the civil procedure. That was done, and also there were automatic response received by the office of the chief. And then the investigation team was set up. There was an announcement made, and all of the panelists, all of those that were the complainant, they were also served with our returns of the citation that was served them because under the doctrine of due process, you need to give the accuser opportunity to face the accused. And the former speaker was given that opportunity as per our constitution to appear, make a case, and also submit documentary evidence relative to his defense. He never honored that process. Of course, in the absence of the defendant, of course, the law provides that you can execute what we call ex parte hearing. Under ex parte hearing, if one party was given the opportunity to appear in a review, you cannot subject the other people not to make their case because they have their own opportunity. So all of the complainants were arraigned, we went through the whole process, they presented the case, and line by line, as per the complaint, the official complaint, our file, and that whole process was conducted. We have recording, audio recording, video recording, and there was an official minutes consummating that whole hearing that was officially submitted to plenary. So you are adjudged on the basis of not appearing, and then we also make a presentation to plenary that there was that plenary to take action based on before judgment. Since the fact that he should be moved to bear denial because he had an opportunity to appear and he refused to honor our own due process. So I keep hearing the rate saying that he was not accorded due process, but we want to say publicly that there was a whole hearing conducted and there was citation sent to him. Copy of the complaint was submitted. On 4 different occasions, we have all of the dispatcher report that was submitted. So on the basis of that, plenary made a decision having read the report from the Isoko Waiver and Latches, as the lawyer will always say. Your failure to honor the citation and also participate to provide your defense as to the complaint against you, rules you to bear denial. There is a judgment by default, and you suffer waiver and license provided by operation of law. So decision was made, and there was a resolution signed by 15 members of the legislature officially declaring his position vacant, removing him, and then honor our own constitution, conducting election and electing officially the speaker, second speaker of the 55th National Legislature. Thank you, and let's start to make that short presentation.
Thank you so very much. We recognize the from all countries.
Within 60 days.
Yeah, we want that 60 days. I recognize the honorable from all countries.
Distinguished Honorable Speaker, Honorable Richard Namdeku, co-presiding and chair on executive, distinguished distinguished colleagues, please permit me quickly in 2 minutes to run you through the case file because I've been fortunate or lucky to sit by the council in the preparation of these reports. But before saying that, saying to our colleagues here, the service of the rig is done legally. It is called, and law we call that by the service of our lawyer receiving the rig is what we call a constructed service. This rig has been constructed to serve us. And in this rig, it is paid the young speaker, the common speaker. The rig is in reading the constitutionality of certain actions taken by some members of the House of Representatives of legislative legislation. And there are few counts raised.
Mr. Presiding, Mr. Co-Presiding, please.
Where would you?
Mr. Presiding, Mr. Co-Presiding, please. Mr. Presiding, under the doctrine of the separation of power, the judiciary has the authority to interpret the laws of this land. And for a fight and a great was filed against this body, we regret to examine.
So, sir. Can I watch with pleasure of moving the executive under our police
From the already after executive.
Motion for executive. Motion for executive, one go chairman.
So a motion for executive was put forward by Magibi County Representative Ava Jones. So with this, we will have to move the from the main John Chambers to make our way outside. This is LMTV Live from the John Chambers of the National Legislature, and at the moment, the body have moved into executive session. Those prompting thus prompting the exit of staffers, journalists. Here comes District 17 lawmaker Honorable Bernard Blue Benson, is commonly called DJ Blue. So he's making a way into the John Chambers where his colleagues are.